The young man sped down the curvy road surrounded by cornfields and the occasional patch of woods, his window down and hand floating in the breeze of the warm night air. Country music blared over the stereo speakers as he sang along. It was a beautiful night. The black sky was clear, showcasing the millions of stars that were scattered across it. It was a pleasant change from the busy traffic of Cleveland and Columbus. He was heading back south, back home, from his business trip. Normally, he would have avoided back roads, but due to the beautiful weather, he decided to enjoy the quiet countryside of southeast Ohio. He looked down at his cell phone to check the upcoming songs on his playlist, unaware that his speedometer was quickly approaching 65 miles per hour. The rumble strips along the road violently shook his car, causing him to look up and, realizing he was about to run off the left side of the roadway, jerked the steering wheel to the right. His high beams caught a glimmer of white along the side of the road a little way ahead of him. He adjusted his speed and clicked his phone into the holder on the dash. The white object ahead, which was reflecting his headlights, caught his attention. It appeared to be a white robe or gown, flowing in the breeze, possibly caught on a tree branch. As he got closer, he saw that it wasn't just clothing on a branch but a woman. She was maybe in her late 30s or early 40s, slowly walking alongside the road facing away from him. Easing his blue Mustang to a stop just ahead of her, he stopped the vehicle and waited for her to catch up to him. Her reflection could be seen in the rearview and passenger mirror, the red from the vehicle's brake lights casting an eerie warm glow on her. Her long black hair flowed behind her in the wind. A beautiful evening gown hung from her shoulders, dragging on the ground, occasionally exposing her bare feet. Long black hair hung to her mid-back, tangled and matted, partially covering her face. Finally, she was even with his passenger window, but instead of walking toward the car, she just stood at the edge of the road staring at the ground. Chills raced down his spine as he looked at the woman standing about 5 feet away from his car. He rolled the passenger window down. She looked like someone who had been walking for days. "Do you need a ride?" She slowly approached the passenger door without looking up at him. "Town is about 10 miles back that way, but if you need a lift." His voice drifted off and a look of horror crossed his face as she reached for the door handle and lifted her head, looking at him through the window.